Hi, I'm Suzanne Fosella, and I'm going to show you a program you can start implementing today. So first, I have a question for you, and that is, what if the present moment of caregiving was filled with a feeling of peace and understanding? A peace that surpasses all understanding. And what if this inner peace consisted of the joy, strength, and forgiveness to carry each day with ultimate compassion for another human being? And if not, what's holding you back? I know there are a lot of frustrations about caregiving. Maybe you feel overwhelmed about all of the different avenues and channels you must deal with. Maybe she won't stop eating junk food. Maybe she won't exercise. Or maybe he's driving the car and he shouldn't be. Or maybe she keeps climbing on a stool and perhaps she's cooking again, or she's falling. Or his days and nights are mixed up and she's obsessed with certain items in the house. And he repeats the same story over and over again. Or she keeps asking you the same question every few minutes. Or maybe you don't know where to focus your time with all the different challenges you are dealing with every day. How to get organized, where to begin. How do you know where to get started when you're already upside down? How do you know which area of caregiving to dig into on a daily basis? Or do you find yourself dealing with the immediate crisis and never getting ahead? Because time is valuable and you want to make sure that you get the chance to relax from the efforts you're putting in, I'm going to show you something. And maybe you even wonder how others are making caregiving look so easy and it's not happening for you. And when this happens, it can feel like you must not be maybe a very good daughter, son, husband, or wife, and it messes with your head a little. And I totally understand where you're coming from. You're in the right place at the right time. If you are a caregiver for a senior and you're just starting out, you want to know the easiest and fastest way to stop the overwhelm and get organized. Or maybe you're getting ready to start caregiving and you really are going to rely on your instincts to help you through this, but you know there's going to be challenges as your family pulls you in another direction and you're torn between the people you love and the one you're taking care of. Or maybe you're a caregiver that lives far away and you're worried about your loved ones and you'd like to power through with some guidance as to where and how to caregive while keeping your own life intact. You are totally in the right place. We are going to cover why the peace and joy of caregiving is so hard to find. And then I'm going to show you the biggest mistake I see caregivers making and how to avoid it. Then we're going to dig into the 4 strategies that the Caregiver Haven Blueprint addresses, which gets you organized and at peace with yourself. It's going to put you on autopilot. And finally, I'm going to show you how to build a system to prevent those challenges from ever coming up again. It's really a step-by-step strategy I'm walking you through here. And it's one that's going to help you quickly and simply increase your leverage and time. The reason I get so excited about Caregiver Haven and the blueprint is that it's not just me saying this. Other people are actually doing this. There's nothing special that I'm doing or showing you. I have spent the last 14 years, well now 15 years, helping caregivers get through one crisis after another. I have found that there are really only 6 areas of caregiving that we need to focus on, and we work on them one at a time. It's just that the Caregiver Haven Blueprint is a platform that's pretty much set up to give the caregiver their caregiving win. It's truly the secret weapon to caregiving challenges. A life of joy and inner peace awaits you. I've seen my clients turn around disaster and find their power. So what's the biggest mistake? Not organizing your caregiving journey. The 4-step system to doubling your time and energy with peace and understanding is, number 1, you have to strategize your caregiving plan. Number 2, optimize it. Number 3, share it strategically. Then number 4, convert your weaknesses into strengths. No matter what piece of the caregiving puzzle that you're working on, The rest of the pieces are changing. You have to organize and stabilize your caregiving, and this happens through the system we use at Caregiver Haven. So, where do we start? We start by putting all your actions, your future actions, into place through the decisions you make before you have to. And you may say, but Suzanne, I don't know what the future will look like. How can I make decisions now about the future? You can, because I do know what your future is going to look like. After those 15 years in medical practice as a physician assistant and helping seniors and caregivers, I promise you there are only 6 areas of caregiving that need decisions. You will learn how to step out of the quicksand, that feeling of constant drowning, and onto solid ground when you have all these 6 areas defined, strategically optimized, you share them, and you discover your power. The Ultimate Caregiver Toolkit is the textbook I use, but I didn't stop there. Because caregiving is a long-term commitment you made to another, you need an online coaching service to get you through the rough spots. This is why I created the exclusive Caregiver Haven membership, and it's continuous online coaching. It's full of teaching to put all these 6 areas in place and how to recognize when they start to go off balance. And they will, because your loved one will change their needs as their health continues to decline. This private Caregiver Haven membership is set up to help you tweak and customize your journey as these 6 areas alternate between priority and back burner. So you stay ahead of frustration, exhaustion, and burnout. It's really pretty cool to see where you're going and that you have this roadmap and continuing coaching system to help you. So come join us one step at a time as we bring you full circle into the most powerful caregiving experience in the world. Become the caregiver everyone is jealous of. Become the caregiver that others look in and ask, how can you be so joyful, caring, and patient when there's so much to do? Become that person. Click below to start your journey to lift all the duties of caregiving off the plate of burden and onto the plate of inner peace and certainty. And click below, and I'll see you on the inside. Take care.